Konnichiwa. So one of the things I like to do to be romantic is just cook Judy dinner. Just her and I. And so this is why we're staying here at this full-on suite with a full kitchen, because I'm gonna throw down right here to make Judy her requested meal, which is pasta. So she wants a simple meat sauce pasta. I'm gonna do a vegetable side dish along with some garlic bread. And since we are here in the heart of downtown Seattle, I'm gonna go to Pike Market, buy everything, get all the ingredients. I'm gonna start cooking and get ready. I'm gonna probably work out though before dinner. So I'll just get things kind of prepped. And we're gonna have a nice romantic evening here in downtown Seattle. Pike Place Market. All right, so if you've been here or heard of it, you know this is a heaven for food lovers. But if you haven't, this is definitely where you wanna go if you're a foodie or you wanna cook something delicious, because everything is here. First, we're gonna go get some vegetables. This is called Frank's Produce. This is the place to go. I might actually get these mushrooms. Actually, this is more what I'm looking for. Some maitakes, so I'll definitely get one of these. Onion, that one looks good. I try to look for the ones where the skin is tight. Garlic, just one garlic, yep. Yep, making a pasta. The colorful ones? Yeah.
Colorful ones?
Yeah,
look at this.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. That'll be good. I'll just go for all this right here. By the way, if you're ever here in Pike Place, go to Oriental Food Mart. This is where you get the best Filipino food ever.
Did you see it?
And this is saying a lot. The closest to mama's food ever. It'll make you emotional if you miss the Philippines or want some home cooked meals. It's like mom's cooking for you, so definitely go there. This is where they throw the fish, of course. Pike Place Fish Company. A whole bunch of other vendors here. Donuts, bagel shop, Indian food, Della Renti, food and wine. That's what I'm here for. Trying to get some meats here, maybe some cheese. Definitely some Parmesan cheese for sure. Even some fresh pasta. You can't beat that. Cooking pasta, I'm doing like a meat sauce. Yeah. So I need Parmesan. I don't know, do you guys have ground pork or something that would be good for meat sauce? Sausage. Yeah, I would love that.
Parmesan, if you're cooking, that's what I usually recommend.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Look at this. We got huge blocks here.
20 to 30 seconds and
Yeah, I was just saying.
Oh yeah, so really hot water, just goes right in.
it's basically at weight, so I usually
The way it should be, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right?
One of the things that Judy requested that I almost never do, and I should do more of, is garlic bread. So the guy said this is the one to get. At the market there's plenty of bakeries, but he said this is the best. So we're gonna go with this too. These cookies are so bomb. Cinnamon Works. I'm here for this one. The chocolate chip cookie. Cinnamon Works. Definitely check this place out. It's beautiful here today. I love these colors. Alright, so I got everything I need for dinner. The only thing I don't have is some booze, but we brought some wine from home, and there was a bottle of red in the room already, so that'll be good. We got some water in there, sparkling water. I'm gonna prep, work out, cook, and then have dinner with Judy. Alright, so I got all my ingredients here ready to go. The first thing I'm gonna do is wash this lettuce, dry it out, and then put it in the fridge, so that's ready, and I could just mix that later once everything is done. So you guys always want to know what the total was. So at the Italian shop, I did spend almost $100, but minus the salt, which I'll bring home, and the olive oil, that was $65 just for dinner tonight, plus a $6 cookie. It's a huge chocolate chip cookie, and then about, I want to say, $20 total for vegetables. So that equals a little under $100, which still is a lot for everything I got. And there's definitely leftovers, and those two things of pasta. Well, I'll bring a lot home, and I would easily spend over $100. Honey, would you say we would easily spend just on food alone over $100 if we went out to eat?
On food alone, I think I mean, given the quality of the food, yes.
Yeah. Alright, so this is what I do. I just wash it and then I pat dry it. I'm going to put this into the fridge because that's going to further dry it out. I do like to mise en place my cooking tools as well. Time to cook. Alright, so I started sauteing the garlic and the onions. Of course, I'm browning the meat. I deglaze the bottom of the pan with some white wine. Add some parsley here. So at this point, I'm going to add the tomato sauce, which is just a pre-made tomato sauce just to make my life way easier. I'm going to dump all of this into this pot, and it's going to keep the sauce nice and warm while I prepare all the side dishes, including the garlic bread. The same pan. I'm not even gonna wash it. I did wipe it out, and I'm gonna cook up the mushrooms. I don't know where I learned this, maybe on YouTube, but dry roasting or dry frying mushrooms in a pan like this is good to get the flavor out. So I'm gonna do this until it starts browning, and then add some olive oil. Loves her mushrooms, so the girls aren't really that fond of them, and since this is just for her, I'm gonna make it the way she likes. So I'm gonna make a garlic olive oil for the carrots, which I'm gonna bake on this baking sheet, and I'm gonna make the garlic for the garlic bread. So I've already sliced this real thin, what I do is I mince this up. I'm gonna put some salt, really grind it up because I don't have a garlic mincer. And then I'm gonna add it to a bowl with olive oil. Pretty simple. Already did the hard part, which was slice it, peel it and slice it. I learned this from one of my friend's dads. Shout out to my homie Wesley. His dad is the one that taught me this. In fact, his dad didn't even teach me directly. My friend Wes actually was the one that said, hey, this is what my dad does. So ever since then, started doing it for, I think, garlic bread specifically, but I thought, you know, why not? If I don't have a mincer. The reason you use salt for this process is because the salt is so abrasive, it kind of breaks down the garlic a little bit. Put a little salt right over the top like this. Yes, it's going to be salty, but it's going to be evened out. You just take your knife, run it over. I don't know if this is good for the knife or not. I don't think it hurts it, honestly. But now if you really want to get this to a paste, you just keep doing this. Okay, so you get your bowl. I know this is a big no-no. Don't want to have to scrape your knife, but I don't have a scraper, proper scraper. Got some olive oil. I did buy some olive oil. And I'm going to put a whole bunch in there because this is going to be used for the carrots. And that olive oil is going to be nice and flavored. I'm just going to let that sit in there for a good, I want to say 10 to 15 minutes. And you got yourself a nice garlic olive oil. And then what I'll do is I'll scoop out the chunks and I'll mix this with the butter, which is right here. It's been softening this evening, and I'll spread this over the bread and make garlic bread. Alright, so I am gonna start slicing the carrots. I just took that end off, and I'm gonna just cut this in half first, and I'm just gonna cook it like that. Once I cut it, of course, I'm gonna do that with all the carrots. One reason why I keep them whole, it's just easier for me to work with. And I do like getting this side a little toasty. If you're wondering why I picked the colored carrots, the different colored carrots versus just all one color. Oh, look at that. It's like a beet inside. Because I have this philosophy about food. It's really good to get different colors into your diet because usually different colors represent different nutrients. So I'm gonna go ahead and coat this in the olive oil and bake that. I'm just guessing this, maybe like 450 for about 7 to 9 minutes. Well, I am gonna make croutons as well. So I'm gonna slice some of this bread. Luckily there's a bread knife here. And I'm going to also bake this in the oven with that garlic olive oil. And big slices, just like this. Like this, right on here. This is the lettuce I got at the market. I'm gonna go ahead and just break it up into bite-sized pieces. I think I'm gonna actually go with bigger pieces today, but not too big. I'm taking off these white parts. This is how I'll just pat dry it a little bit more. I'm also mixing it with bib lettuce, which is kind of a nice little mix, just to give it some variation. I think that's enough right there. There's usually 7 of us, so the fact that I can just cook for 2 people, way less ingredients. I'll tell you, that bill out there, I said about $100 for me and Judy for a really fancy meal, and there's gonna be a lot of leftovers. But if I was cooking for all of us, it'd probably be at least 50%, if not double that. So it'd be $150, $200. As I mentioned though, it would just, there'd be a lot of extras, but still. I will go ahead and put this back in the fridge. I'll just put it right there. Put it right there. Got my garlic olive oil, which is nice and flavored, and there's already salt in there, so I'm not gonna put too much. I don't know how much of it is gonna be getting into the oil itself. Super easy. I'm just making sure it's all coated on all sides. Get the bread in there, just like that. So make sure there's not too much on pan itself. I don't have a brush. I'm working with limited tools here. So this is why I'm doing it this way. Using my hands, which, you know, I'm just, one, I've washed my hands, and two, it's just me and Judy, so not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and salt and pepper all these real quick. I'll put a little bit of salt, just a little bit. I'm gonna put these into a oven at 425. It's gonna take about 15 to 25 minutes, depending. Let's see. And are you ready to party tonight?
Yeah, good thing I took a nap.
See, at home, she has to be up and ready because the kids want her attention. Bella's climbing on her, Leah's screaming.
It's refreshing.
Well, that's the whole point of this little staycation. All right, so I'm gonna make the garlic butter for the garlic bread. So what I do is I take right here, just the garlic part. Obviously there's gonna be some olive oil in there, which is not a bad thing because it softens it up, makes it easier to spread. This is gonna be amazing. And all I do at this point, just mix it all together. Just kind of a small bowl. All right, so I just sliced up some more bread for the garlic bread. Butter's nice and mixed up. This is a perfect consistency. I will put some salt and pepper on this and then throw it into the oven right before we eat. For the Parmesan cheese, which will go both on the pasta and in the salad, I just had to chop it up because we don't have a grater. So it is possible to grate up cheese with a knife and to slice it thin. Obviously, you probably need a sharp knife. I'm gonna do both sides. So the way I'm going to toast this is I'm gonna set the oven to a broil function. I will probably let this bake in the oven with the carrots for a little bit. Garlic bread is ready. I'm just putting pepper on it. There is salt in the butter, and I did add some salt to the olive oil because of the garlic. I don't want to add too much salt because I'm afraid it will be too salty. The croutons are ready. I'll just chop those guys up. There you go. Those guys are nice and crisp. Let those kind of relax. Put these guys on. As the carrots are finishing up, these will toast a little bit longer, and then I will broil them. All right, back in the oven, 425. Nice and toasty brown. These are the croutons. Oh yeah, those are crispy. Obviously supposed to be. Let's see how they taste. Yeah, some more. Those look pretty good. Alright, so it's about time to start plating. Mix the salad. Oh, this is a nice salad dressing. It's kind of a locally made one. It's a little bit different. There we go. And then this will just kind of hang out here until I'm ready to plate everything. I'm about to cook this pasta and everything is ready. Sauce is ready to go. This pan, which I didn't wash, so it still has some of the goodness in there. Water's been boiling. Carrots, basically good to go. And the garlic bread. This pasta only takes 1 minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat of this. I'm gonna just put this in here. I like to toss the sauce. The classic way that I grew up, you have the pasta on the plate, you have the sauce, you pour the sauce on your plate, and then you just eat it. Parmesan cheese, Green Bottle. But when you toss your pasta, oh baby, oh yeah, way better. So this is about good to go. It's getting nice and hot. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook all of this right now because it won't take very long at all. There we go. I didn't put any salt in there. So you do want some of that pasta water, so I'm gonna let that drip in there. We're going with the pappardelle. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, that fresh pasta looks amazing. Yeah. Do it again. Go. There you go. Easy. Whew. That's good to go right there, I say.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah.
What do you want to
that's really
drink?
beautiful.
Sparkling water? Wine?
I'll have a white wine. Oh, red wine.
A red wine?
I think
Okay.
that's my wine.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Remy.
Okay, definitely. I haven't tasted it, which is a big no-no. But let's see how it is. Hot. Have more sauce too if you want more sauce.
Tasty. I definitely want more sauce.
Okay.
That is so good.
We're gonna call it a night.
We'll see you later.